Hi, it's Mai. Welcome back to Resident Drinker. Today I'm going to share with you some of my favourites and I'm going to show you how to make a rum chai teeny bubble cocktail. That's a mouthful, I know, but it tastes great. I wanted to share some of the things that I've enjoyed this month and I'm going to show you how to make, let me just get it for you, this bubble tea cocktail. It's a little bit of a mouthful. I'm not sure if it has a very catchy name, but I called it a rum chai teeny bubble cocktail. So I'll show you how to make this at the end, but so hang on in there for that. But back to my favourites. I've got kind of a mixture of things. So there's some food things, there's some drinks, there's a book, and there's some snacks. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a book. Now, I don't know if you may not know this if you're not from the UK, but we have a Booker Prize. It's called the Man Booker Prize, and this won it last year. And I'll just read you the back of the book so you can, that's probably the best way to tell you what it's about. So it's called A Brief History of 7 Killings. 7 gunmen storm Bob Marley's house, machine guns blazing, the reggae superstar survives, but the gunmen are never caught. From the acclaimed author of the Book of Night Women comes a dazzling display of masterful storytelling exploring this near-mythic event, spanning 3 decades and crossing continents. A Brief History of 7 Killings chronicles the lives of a host of unforgettable characters, slum kids, one-night stands, drug lords, gunmen, girlfriends, journalists, and even the CIA. Gripping, inventive, ambitious, and mesmerising, A Brief History of 7 Killings is one of the most remarkable and extraordinary novels of the 21st century. I've actually put this in my favourites. I haven't finished it yet, but it's a difficult book in the sense of some of its topic and things like that. I actually bought this for my dad for Christmas and he's only just given me the book to read. I suppose I could have gone out and bought another copy, but he said to me he wanted to read it first. So he loved it and really enjoyed it, found it a very interesting kind of take on an event that was very well known, and I think as well it resonated with him because my family is from the Caribbean, so there's a lot of that kind of interwoven stuff, and I lived there for a little bit, so I'm enjoying it. Now moving on to something completely different is this. Now I just did a video on how to make cheap wine taste better. So like I said, this kind of spans not just the last month, but a little bit longer than that. This is a wine aerator, and I think well worth the money. Really does make a difference. Lets you drink wine straight away in case you can't wait, and that's to the 2 Kennedy sisters. So I would recommend this, not necessarily this particular brand, but I would certainly recommend trying out an aerator because I think it is really worth it. Then, moving on, sort of in a similar vein, is this. I won't show you all my empty bottles because we'll have a few comments about how much I drink. But I just wanted to give a shout out to this wine actually because I was really surprised of how. Sorry, I've got a hair in my face or something. I'll try and sit still now. I was really surprised at how nice it was for the price. It was actually $3.99. I mean, it's from the Co-op. Again, sorry if you're not in the UK, but if you are, if you like white wine, you don't like, I don't know, you just want something really light. It's a great summer drink, great for barbecues, and for $3.99 you could probably buy quite a few if you're having people over. So big shout out for that one. I enjoyed that. Now, the next thing is a little bit of an odd thing. This is a protein bite, and it was so easy to make and really delicious. I may not look it, but I do go to the gym like at least 4 days. Yeah, about 4 days a week I work out. And sometimes I get really, really hungry, but I try not to snack on, you know, like around 3 o'clock, you just need a bit of sugar or you need something. And I don't want to eat biscuits and I don't want to eat bread and things like this. And I came across this recipe on Pinterest, and I'll put the link below to her recipe. It literally is like cashews, dates, coconut oil, and unsweetened desiccated coconut. And then you just make these fantastic little, like me, enjoy a glass of wine and some snacks. then these crisps are like, oh my god. But you have to like salty, sweet things. Maple and bacon kettle chips. OMG, I love those things. Actually had to put myself on a ban because I kept buying them and it was getting to be a bit of an issue. So that's why I do not have a packet to show you. But if you like those sorts of flavours, they are delicious. So I would recommend trying those as well. Now, my final thing are glasses. Sounds strange, I know. But when you sort of are doing what I'm doing, making YouTube videos, you realise that actually you need to expand your glassware a little bit. And I didn't really have were things like this, which is a hurricane glass, which is quite specific, which you would have seen me use for my pina colada, frozen pina colada video. And I wanted to get some glasses. I sort of looked online, looked everywhere, and actually I found that Ikea, which is where this glass is from, have a really great selection of kind of quite specific glassware, like this hurricane glass. So all, I'm going to show you a couple other ones. So this one, this is actually just a tumbler, but I really like this. I think the shape is really nice. It's nice for wine as well, if you've got red wine, if you like to drink it sort of in this sort of style of glass. I use this in my frozen sangria recipe, so that one I really liked. And as I said, they're all from Ikea. Again, this is Ikea in the UK, but I'm sure that they carry this. And this one I thought was just really gorgeous. And I think my bee's knees drink in this, but you could put like anything. And all of them were under £2, so like 165, 175. I think maybe this might have been closest to £2, so quite a good price, I think. So if you're looking to sort of, if you're hopefully enjoying my videos and trying out some cocktails and you need some glasses, I would suggest trying Ikea. Now, finally, but certainly not least, last but not least, is this lovely creation. So if you can see very carefully, there's all those little sort of bubbles or pearls, which, if you're not familiar with it, bubble tea is a Taiwanese kind of export. We haven't got a huge amount of them, bubble tea shops here in the UK. I think they're very sort of in the city centre in our central London, which is like Soho. There's like about 4 or 5 in that area. They are kind of expanding. I think you probably find them around the UK, but certainly that's where I know all of ours are. I've tried it. I liked it. I like the little, I just think they look kind of fun and stuff. You can colour these pearls. Effectively, all it is like a chilled, milky tea drink in all different flavours, like watermelon, all sorts of things, fruit teas. And then they have the bubbles or the pearls at the bottom. And I thought, well, why not bring this into the cocktail world? So this is a very simple cocktail. It's just cooled chai tea mixed with rum, evaporated milk, condensed milk, and a little bit of the syrup from the pearls. And as I said, I'm going to link, you're going to see it just in a moment, how to make this. You can colour the pearls, you can do all sorts of things with it. So I'll give you I can't speak. I've spoken too much. So I will try this and let you know what I think. Hang on. So it's got the chai. If you don't like chai, use any tea that you like. I like chai tea. Actually, I'll show you the tea that I used. Hang on. So this is the tea. That should be my favourites, really. My dad bought this for me. It's from the tea house in Covent Garden. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing some of my favourites, some of the things that I've enjoyed, and I will see you soon. But don't forget to enter my giveaway. I will link the video below. It's going to close next week, so make sure you've entered because I'd love you to win. It'll be fantastic. It's lots of funking mixes for you to make loads of cocktails if we ever get a summer in the UK. Please, because all we've had is rain. But anyway, so cheers.